Hi everyone, welcome back. Funnily enough, we're back doing jobs again. So if you watched the last video, you know that I was trying to fix this switch here, and I bought a new one. So I'm going to climb my ass up there and fit a new switch, and hopefully that will resolve the light issues of it not coming on reliably. Yeah, it's relatively dark in here. There's not a lot of light because obviously I can't turn my lights on when I'm working on it, so I do apologise for that. But yeah, hopefully we'll have working lights very shortly. So I'll just dive over there now. So this is our new switch, bought from Caravan Spare Place. You can see it's got little dots in there. Interestingly enough, he also sent me a little pack with screws and more dots for covering the screw heads. So I've now got 4. Now this is the one I'm taking off. The obvious thing you'll notice is there's a colour difference. Well, this white, if I was to buy it from Marine Chandlers, it's like 75 quid. This beige from a Caravan, which arguably is a better match to the boat colouring anyway than the white, was £7.50, £7.42, something like that, and it is literally identical. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to carefully pull the cables off this one at a time, put them straight into this one, and yeah, hopefully we have a working switch then. So I'm going to do that now, and I will be back in a minute or so. So interestingly, if you look at these, this bottom one is live, that's common, and then that is neutral, and this one was covered off on the new one. But yet when you look at how it's wired on the old one, that's your live with nothing in it. We've got the common, and then the one that was covered it's got the actual live, because that's blue and red, so that's my actual live going in, I believe. Then my common split. So maybe the live doesn't get used if you're running a common across, maybe common replaces live. I don't know, I'm not entirely sure how this wiring works, but I'm just going to move it over like for like. I just thought it was quite interesting, and if you're ever doing this, it doesn't catch you out. You don't use the one that's marked L for live, you use the common, the X and the N. So yeah, just bear that in mind when you're doing them yourself. So in true boat fashion, the little brass screws are, let's see if that'll focus, I don't know if it will, but the little brass screws are that corroded and furred up that as soon as you stick a screwdriver on them, they have sheared and disintegrated. So getting the wires out of the old switch on the half that was bad is going to be difficult. Let's see if we can dismantle it. So in true boat fashion, nothing ever goes as easy as it could. It's completely rusted up, so I've had to actually cut the wires. So I've got these two that no longer have the connectors on because these had little metal stabs coming down to fit nicely into the holes. Can't do that now, so I'm going to have to just cut these back, trim a little bit back, and just put the bare wires straight into there because I don't have any additional of these connectors. Luckily there's plenty of wire, there's plenty of space. It's just, yeah, as is always the case with the boat, anything that should be easy is difficult. So I'm just going to cut those back, tidy those up now, and get that rewired. And then we'll test it, see if it works. So I may have a small victory here. Instead of having to cut the wires, what I've been able to do is I've been able to cut off the red plastic sheathing around the old terminals to expose the actual, this is the bit that's crimped with the main wire through, but I'm hoping that that will fit into there on the light switch as if it was an actual proper terminal. So I'm going to try and force those in now, and let's see what happens. So I have been able to get them all in. These are the shorter ones, so actually they go this way around. Shorter ones on that side because they were the starboard switch, so that's starboard, that's port. So as you can see, the lights are off. Flick that, light on, light off, light on, light off. So I've wired that right. Now at the moment of truth, when EMS flicks those master switches up there on, does this one come on? Oh, look at that, it does. And that's the other one. Right, so just flip both these ones on.
That one and that one.
Yeah, okay, and so there you go. All that remains for me to do is, these switches are going side to side. On the other ones they were front to back. So, oh, I'm going to leave them. I was going to turn them around, but I'm just going to leave them. So all that's left to do is to push that up and screw that there. But I have working lights and working switches. So, job's a good one. There we have it. New switch in, fastened up, nice and secure, nice and tight, and it looks really different with the camera, but actually in person, you can almost not tell, but it's a different colour to the lining. It looks a much better match with human eyes as opposed to camera eyes. But yeah, we are, turn the lights off again, but yeah, we're done there. So one job finished. Next job is into the engine bay, so I'll show you that in a second. Right, so job number 2, these are LED lights. These are for the engine room. So there's 6 lights in the engine bay, 2 down that side, 2 on the transom and 2 on that side. On the transom, that one doesn't work, that one does. No, that one doesn't work, that one does. But they're old incandescent halogen bulbs, so they're really like dim candles in a breeze. These, as you can see, have got loads of LEDs, so these are going to be really bright. So I started looking at proper ones on the, you know, on the chandeliers. Kind of thing that you'd find fitted on like a Sea-Line or not Sea-Line, a Princess or a Sunseeker, and they're like 80 quid to 140 quid per light, the LED ones. So I thought I'd have a look on Amazon. Amazon were about 75 quid for the LED ones. But I thought, well, hang on, why am I looking at IP65 rated lights? If your light is in the engine room is got water enough to it that it needs to be waterproof, then you've got bigger problems than a light not working. So these were 12 quid for 2. They're not, they weigh nothing, they're a bit of aluminium, extruded aluminium on the back. They've got these clips which you can screw in and use as push fits, but they also come with sticky pads, one for each end, so I'll be using the sticky pads. And we also come with some screws. Now the screws are actually plated, so screws are rust proof even though these aren't IP rated lights. I'm just going to open it up because there's a plastic film on there that I want to take off because it will just annoy me. But I'm going to do that, and the 12 volts, so we'll just hook straight up to the existing lines from the existing ones. So yeah, I'm going to get my ass in the engine bay. I've got a torch over there because I'm going to need to see. I can't turn the lights on obviously. I've got my screwdrivers, I've got my silicone in case I find any holes that need siliconing up. Mostly because there has been water running through the light that is broken. At some point it's dry, but it's left a stain, so at some point it has had water run through it. Now whether that was seepage from the bathing platform in or overly aggressive cleaning from this side and water's running down the back, I don't know. But either way, I'm going to take that out, fit this, and maybe I can clean up the old light, maybe I can make it work again, but it looks like it's a goner for now. So I'm going to try and fit this. Each one does have an isolation switch, so if there is too much you can actually turn it off, but for my purposes I will be leaving it on. So yeah, I'm going to get me and all my things into the engine bay, and then we'll take a look at what it's like down there, and we'll have a look at the light. So here I am in the engine bay. As you can see, we've got one on, and that's about as good as it gets likewise. The one down there doesn't work. It's there, doesn't work. And the one here doesn't work. And this one is the one that I said, you can see it's got a little dribble of water. And the other one is, I believe, down there, which maybe behind the generator, or it might be up on the roof. But anyway, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get that unscrewed and open, and see where that water's coming from, if it's still leaking or if it's an old leak, because you can see a bit of leaking around the rudders at the back, but that might just be general weeping around the rudder entry. I don't know, it doesn't seem bad. I actually have some guys coming up to service the engines next week, so I'll ask them about that at a time, but in the meantime I'm going to pull that light out. Oh, I'm going to get my ass in there, pull that light out, and then see what we can do. So yeah, I'll be back shortly. Okay, so as promised, there it is, and as you can see, it's knackered. It's literally rusting away. So that one's not going to be getting repaired anytime soon. And it looks like there's just a screw there and a screw there that hold the back plate on. And then I'll work out what that wiring is and what's going on with that wiring, because it looks like the live might be wired directly to the bulb and the negative just to the back plate, which obviously is disintegrating. There you go. That's how bad it is. Literally just fell apart. So there's been quite a lot of water ingress on this over the years. Doesn't seem to have any now. It is dry. It's not still wet. But ow, fuck. Yeah, being here in a t-shirt, not a good idea. But yeah, so I'm just gonna squeeze these two screws out when I've got my live and my negative, and I'll work out how to wire that up to the new light, and we'll give that a test. I'll be back in a minute. Right, so it turns out that actually the bulb was fine, but this had rotted off of the back plate, so it wasn't completing the circuit. So yeah, just got some wipes. I'm just going to give this area a wipe, make sure it's nice and clean, because the new light will stick on with some sticky pads. Then I'm going to trim this off, and yeah, we'll see if we can wire that new light up and see what happens. I'm going to cheat. I'm going to use chocolate blocks. So no, it's not the best solution, but it will work, and it's simple. I'm going to put you down, and hopefully you'll be able to actually watch me see what I'm doing on this bit for once. Hopefully you can see there. If not, all this will be edited out, and I'm about to talk to myself for 10 minutes. Ebs, do you want to go and flick the engine room lights on, please? So hopefully you'll be able to see that. through, just give them a minute, and we will see that one over my shoulder come on. Yeah. Right, so that one's on. So this one should just need this. Oh, look at that. Wow. And look how much brighter that is. We actually have. So, look at the brightness there. Let me turn my torch off. So I don't really need that now. Turn that one on. Holy shit. Look how much light you've got to work with around here now. You can see everything. It's made a massive difference. So yeah, so I'm going to get a couple more, and what I might do is I might actually, now I know we work, put some up the tops and around the lip. Just here, maybe one here, straight above the fuel things. So at night you can see where you're going. Replace that one, replace this one behind me, replace the one down there, and maybe put, I don't know, maybe a couple up top or something as well. Because now you can see how bright that one is. That is, yeah, a major win. And what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to pop this cover off here and see if I can feed this wiring up into the trunking. So I'm going to put you back down for a minute. What if we can look at that? We have working engine bay lights. Turn my torch off, don't need that no more. Put my screwdriver out of the way. And all the broken bits, because they're all going. Tidy up the wiring into the trunking. The trunking is, incidentally, in case any of you are wondering, it's dry in there. There's never been any water ingress, so I don't have to worry about anything like that. All I have to do is worry about clipping it back on. Sorted. Trunking on, sealed all the way up. Magic. One brand new engine room light. So, just so you guys can see the difference. So, new engine room light, old engine room light. What I'll do is I'll just climb my ass out now, and then you can actually see from a distance, and you'll see just how different that is. I mean, you've got amazing visibility. You can even see the muck on the pulley and the alternator here. Look, belt dust. Yeah, nasty belt dust. Yeah, apart from that, bit of muck in the bilge. Looks like a bit of oil, maybe. maybe a week from this footer down here, because that is all greased up from through there as well. So I don't know, but I'll get myself out, I'll show you these lights, and then I'm done. My 2 little jobs for the day have taken far too long for what they should have been, but you know, there you have it. That's the old one, and a pitiful amount of light the old one gave. That's the new one that, as you can see, is so bright you can see everything, whereas you can barely see in the bilge on that side. So, future plans, since I've got 2 of those, I'm going to replace that one. Get that one there replaced as well. And the one that is somewhere on this side, which I can't find, I will, well, I certainly can't see it from here. I think it's somewhere else because of generators behind this pipe. But I'll get one over there, and I'm very much toying with the idea of putting one here, just to light this kind of middle bit of the engine between the engines where I'm stood, just to maybe make it a bit nicer for people working in here. Right, so that's it for now. That's my 2 jobs done for this week. Everyone stay safe, take care, and I'll see you whenever. Bye.